I just want to say I don't do these things for awards. I do this job to pay my legal bills.
This film, it's one of those, right? I came out of the cinema and I was like a bit, like I tried to digest everything that I'd just taken in and trying to explain it to someone who hasn't seen it. There's things that you forget happened and go, oh yeah. And then there was the rat and then, all these moments where you suddenly have flashbacks. Where did you start with this film? Is any of it from your own experience?
The rat, eating the rat is probably from
that, yeah.
Firsthand.
That's how I first got my foot in the door in Hollywood.
The projectile vomit.
That came after the rat. So it's all one long memory that worked its way into this film.
Long nightmare.
Writing this movie, it's like you're writing something that it's 100 years ago, and yet in many ways it felt like the most personal thing. Making it with someone like Brad and people like Margot, Diego. I think all these actors were able to sort of make the characters in this time period personal, such that it doesn't feel like a sort of distant period piece. It feels like something alive and very much of the moment.
Damien's such a kind, nice guy. I still don't know where some of this script came from. Like playtime for potty time?
That was Brad's favorite line, which says something about Brad, maybe.
No, my new one now is Margot's. I'm going to go home. Can we say these things?
Yeah, go on. We can bleep it.
I'm going to go home. I'm going to shove I can't remember what comes after that because I'm just like, where do you go from there? Why go on?
So you say, obviously the actors all brought their own bits to this. Was there a lot of ad-libbing? I did hear that you didn't know in that pool scene that Margot was going to just come and kiss you. Did she ad-lib that?
Yes, that wasn't in the script. I know the idea came from her. I was completely on board with it. So you had no idea.
I was totally against it.
Against it?
I don't believe in, male-female kissing on screen.
Yeah. So you hated every second of it?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, Brad filed suit. It was
restraining order still in effect.
Shooting had to come to a halt. That's why they're not in the rest of the movie. They don't share any scenes. I used to have a whole love story with them.
Actually, this is why
Brad
we've done 3 films together, Margot and I, and this was the first film we actually had a scene together in.
There's a reason
and we'll
for
be
that.
the last.
The first and last. Here in the UK, for some reason, a lot of press around your tooth.
Around my tooth?
Yeah, because so apparently you chipped your tooth, and then at the Golden Globes you were seeing pearly whites as you are right now, and they're like, he's fixed his tooth. What happened?
Yes, I chipped my tooth.
Margot
kissing
chipped your
Margot.
Tooth.
That's it.
Yes.
We will start the rumor.
Yes. She's quite aggressive.
Yeah.
When
I'm
coming
sorry.
in for the lip lock.
Her character is a force of nature and goes through a lot of wild mood swings and whatnot. And she would do things like punch holes in walls of sets, that the production, art department would then have to reconstruct. And she bust Diego's lip, I think.
Did she?
Yeah.
Did she actually?
With a smack, she almost punched the sound guy in the face. We're really helping her reputation.
Yeah, we
here.
sure are. She's extraordinary in this film. To me, it's my favorite thing she's ever done, and there are scenes in this thing that are so indelible.
The whole film, actually, it's very frantic at times, and there's so much going on. Which scene took the most takes?
What I liked about this, it's so sumptuous. There is so much going on. There's battle scenes going on behind us, and people coming in frame, walking out. But what I really enjoyed was instead of just doing the stagnant shoot your close-up, my close-up, then the master of everyone, which goes on for days and really just sucks all the energy out of it. This one, we had one moving camera going through. I'm thinking of the tent scene especially. Going through and people are walking in frame and going out of frame, and you're just looking for that one take where everything falls in place. And you may do it 20 times, but on that 21st, it's there, and then everyone goes to lunch.
Yeah.
I love that. I love there's a real energy to that. Like, ooh, we're almost there. Oh, love that one bit.
Obviously, a lot of it as well with Manny's character is sort of proving yourself in the industry. This is to both of you. Do you remember early in your career the thing that you remember doing that you felt like that's the thing I've proved who I am now. I've proved it.
That's assuming I know who I am.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say
it's a big assumption.
In some way, I'm not sure you ever prove it. I think I feel this. I speak for myself, but maybe for others, that you always feel a little bit of this fraud, this imposter syndrome, that one day they're going to find me out. So you want to just kind of keep going till then. I feel like I'm proving myself with every film.
I grew up loving films, and so I wanted to hit the level of those that I loved. And so when things turned around for me is when Ridley Scott and Gina Davis let me, join their film. And from there, things, opportunities started to come. And then you're just figuring out how, what kind of stories you want to tell, who you want to work with, because the experience is so indelible. And that becomes every bit as important as the final product.